Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with Me, and we're going to do something different again today. I know this looks like just an ordinary book page pocket with a little bit of lace over it, but we're going to be using some ink pads that I have had for quite a while, and a lot of them are almost dried out. The pad itself is in very good condition. It's just that I did not use them, and I didn't buy re-inkers for them, so I just didn't want to re-ink them, and I've got so many inks already. As you know, I sold a few a while ago, and then that's not all of them. There are, whoops, I have a ton more, and they're all archival inks. They're very good. It's just that I didn't use them, so the ink pads have dried out a little bit, but they'll be okay to do what we're about to do with. And I wanted to let you know that I'm also going to put these on my e-clearance, and if anybody wants them, you are welcome to buy them. I'm going to put them like for a whole bunch for $1.99 or something. I just want shipping out of them is all I want. You can buy the re-inkers and use them. You can spritz them with alcohol, and it should refresh them a little bit. As you can see, they're not white. They're not dried out too bad, but I just don't need them. So I am going to sell them to you guys, so hopefully somebody can get some good use out of them. All right, I had to lay those over there. So I have got book pages here, and I have just cut them down a little bit just to cut those outside edges off some. And I got glue all over me, so excuse my fingers. I'm going to turn this little piece up at the bottom here, just so that it will have a little more strength for that pocket, because that's actually where we're going to put our lace, so we want that to be quite strong. My bone folder, there we go. And I'm leaving this down because I am going to be pressing some ink on here and different things. So now this one you're going to turn up just like you would any other kind of pocket. I'm going to turn it up about that much, and I'm leaving, you know, about 1.5 inches, 2 inches at the top. We'll go ahead and round these corners. Okay, now we're going to use our ink pad, and this one is called Blue Violet. I think all of these, I have the labels on them too. I don't know when I did it, or I have no idea when I did that. And I'm just going to bring the ink pad, and you can see there's still a lot of ink in there. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to go another route and kind of do this. I don't want it quite that black or that dark. That's purple. But I do want quite a bit of ink on it so that it'll show through our lace. So you can paint it on with a brush, or if you've got some of these, just whatever. So you can see there's still some ink in these. It's just that they need re-inking, or need reactivating anyway. A lot of times the alcohol will reactivate the ink, because these are alcohol based. Oh, I'll get that out in a minute. They are, let's see, they're waterproof, permanent, and acid free dye inks. So yeah, alcohol ink. So you should be able to spritz some with alcohol, and it'll refresh that back up. But we are going to, let's see if I've got a blending tool that I can use here. Well, I didn't find a blending tool in purple, because I don't use purple that much. So I'm just going to take it and go around the edges of this to make the edges a little bit darker. All right. So there we go. And now we're going to decide what lace we want to put across there. Now I have some different ones here. I have a wedding dress lace. Came off of a wedding dress. That would kind of cover everything up, so I don't want to do that. I have, I don't know if this would be, yep, that would be wide enough. I kind of like that. you can still see the purple, but yet you've got that big flower there. So I kind of like that. I think we'll put that down. And I'm going to bring my flower over to this side because I'm going to put something else over here. All right, let's go ahead and glue that down. You can see that little bit of purple through there, which is pretty. Like I said, I don't use a lot of purple. It's just never been one of my favorite colors. I think it's very pretty, but it's just not ever been one of my colors. But I had a flower that I wanted to use with this, and it has a purple and a yellow in it, and I thought that would be beautiful. Now let's see which side's up and which side's down. Okay, that's the bottom side. So let's do about right there, I think. And I just use my tool to flatten that out. Make sure that that glue is all saturated into my lace. And then I'm just going to flip it over and trim this off. Now, these little pieces I do not waste. I keep those to use on tags and different things, so don't throw them away. Oh yeah, I like that. Isn't that pretty? And that little bit of purple just shows through there. That's why I don't ink the top too deep in that purple. Okay. Now we're going to glue these sides down. It's just a different pocket. Just gives you a little bit more options and things to put in your journal. Yes, I like that. Now, my lace does come up a little bit above the end of that pocket. So let's see if I want to fold it down. See what it would look like. I don't think I want to fold it down. I think I'm going to leave it. I don't think it'll hinder anything. So I'm just going to leave it. As you can see, it's up just a little bit above the pocket, but I'm going to leave it on there. Now, I have a flower right here, and this is, oh, I don't remember. I'm going to cut that flower out. I should have already had these cut, but I didn't. I've had a busy day, and I'm just tired. But I'm going to go ahead and cut this out, and I will just cut this part of the video out so that you don't have to watch me fussy cut, and we'll be right back. Okay, there you go. Didn't take too long. And I think I'm going to put that right there. And see how pretty that pulls in with that purple? I love that. And we'll put him right there. So press that down. And then I like to put a little label on it. I don't want to really cover this flower up. I like to put a little label on it. And then maybe a little piece of washi, something like that. And that's about all that you have to do to these. Okay, I'm going to go back to my Old Faithful again because I don't see another washi in there that I want to use. I'm just going to tear a little piece of that off. And then I'm going to put my Fabri-Tac on the back because that will not stick to that material if you don't. Or that lace. And I'm just going to run that right across there. You know, I like to cover up the bottom of that stem. I mean, it's no particular reason other than I just like to cover it up. And then we may, let's see, we could put something like that. I've just got some little Tim Holtz pieces here that I thought would look good on there. I don't want one very big though because I don't want to cover up my flower there. That may be the smallest one I have. Got that one, but no, it's too light. So let's look in Katie's freebies that she sent to us. Got a lot of those. She's already cut these out for me, so let's see if we have one. Oh, this one has a little bit of purple. I know you probably won't be able to see it, but on each end it's just a tiny bit of purple. Let's see, I think it goes that way. So I think we'll put that there. Now, I'm going to ink this just a little bit around the edges. And then again, we're going to use our Fabri-Tac. Then we'll put that right there. You know what? I still think I put that upside down. Did I? I think I did. Let's take it off real quick. It's a good thing about Fabri-Tac. You can take it off fast and then reposition it if you need to. Yeah, that's better. Okay, and then all you need to do after that is just find some tags and put in here. Now you could put something else up here if you wanted, but a lot of this will be covered up with our tags, so I think I'm just going to tuck some tags in there. Let's see, what do I have? I think that's too tall. Yep, I think that would be pretty. That's got the purple butterfly on that. I would need to back these, of course, because they're very thin, but I think it would be pretty. For now, I'm just going to put them in there just so you can see what it looks like when you get your tags in. And then maybe just a card like that tucked in there. I have one a little bit higher than the other. And there is another one. Isn't that cute? It's always blurry when I hold up real close because this does not have the automatic zoom on it. So I do have one that I need to put up that has the automatic zoom on it, and when you hold it up it gets clear, but this one just doesn't happen to be one of them. Okay, we're going to put that ink aside. And now what about vermilion? It's a red. Let's see, let's do one in that and see what it looks like. I just like the fact of being able to look at it after you get it finished to see how it pulls out that color on the background. And I don't know, this one may be way dried up. This was like one of the very first ones I got a long time ago. So it may be dried up pretty good. But we'll see. Now, to clean my little brushes so that I can do a different color, I just rub it on a paper towel. And I'm going to see if I can dip it and go. If not, oh yeah, that one still got quite a bit of color. Because I'm not pressing hard on that at all. Okay. I'm going to open this up and just lay this down and go like this. Get a little bit of that color right there on that. And then we'll put a little bit on the back. And I don't put as much on this as I do down here. Whoops. Sometimes I tap my little brush down a little bit too hard, and I get those little effects, which are okay by me, but if you're getting those and you don't like it, it's because you're tapping your brush down too quick. You should just take your brush and just start above the paper and just barely start rubbing it, and then you won't get those little effects like that. Sometimes you can rub on them with a paper towel and they'll smooth out, but I just don't worry about it. Alright, let's lay that one over there. So if you guys want some ink pads for a little bit of nothing, I'll probably get them up tomorrow. I'm going to try to. I just, like I said, I love them. I love all my inks, but I've got too many, and I don't need to keep hoarding them. All right, I think this one's going to be the one that we put on here. Oh, I love that. And this is different from the one that we used a minute ago. So let's cut right there. I'm going to try my best to cut straight, but that's going to be a chore in itself. I'm not too good at cutting straight on lace. And I don't know what, I think this was from maybe a wedding dress, or I don't know. I don't really know what it was from. I like that. And I like that it comes up a little bit here at the bottom. Now, if you don't like that, because that is, you know, the book page is showing upside down because of the way we folded it, you could always put some little something across here first before you put this up there. It doesn't bother me, but you know, some people are a little bit more particular than I am. I'm not particular. Okay. And let's make sure I get it the right way up, Edith. Okay, I think it's this side. I'm probably putting it upside down, and everybody out there's yelling at me, "You're putting it up wrong." But some of these I can't see whether they're right side up or upside down. It's they're made so well that it's hard to tell. Okay, then you can just kind of stretch your lace down, pull on it a little bit, and it'll make sure that it tightens up. Okay, and then you can leave the edges if you want. I think they're pretty like that, but then you can also trim them off. It doesn't matter. Whatever you like. They're all sticking to my fingers, so might as well leave them, huh? Then we'll go ahead and put a little glue on the sides. You know, I like to put a lot of pockets in my journals, so when I have pockets made like this, I love it. And I need to make some tags too, so we'll have a day that we make a lot of tags as well. Because I've got quite a few pockets now, I think, but I do need quite a few tags. Now, which one would look the best on here? I'm thinking maybe this one. What do you think? Or that one? Or even that one. Any of them would. But I'm going to cut out one, and you'll just be surprised when you come back to see which one I cut out. Because I may try all three of them. Okay, I went with this one, so ever who guessed that one, you're correct. I didn't even cut out the middle or anything because these little flowers have that little cream background to them. So it's not a white, so you don't have to worry about cutting out all of that added extra. Unless you want to. Let's see, which one did I put my other one on, right or left? I think I'll put this one over here. Okay. And then we're going to find a label, a little bit of washi, and some tags to go in there. Okay, I'm going with my Old Faithful washi. All right, and then a label. I don't think that label would be too bad. I am going to ink around it a little bit just to kind of cut the white, but I don't mind that. Or we could go with that one. No, I like this one better. And I think I'm going to put that right there. Yep, I like that. And then I'll find some tags to go in the top. What if we put, I may have to trim that off. See if we have another one that I don't have to trim. Okay, I think I'm going to go with these two, and I'm going to trim this one just a little bit so it'll fit in there a little better. And I will have to back these. Like I said, they're very, very thin. But for right now, we'll just get them in there. And this is just an inventory tag. Let's see. I have to put it this way so that our little flower will show on that one. I'm going to cut my inventory tag off just a little bit at the bottom. There we go. All right. So there is that one. Aren't they cute? I love them. And it's a good way to use those ink pads that may be partially dried up or mostly dried up like I did. I pulled these out, or Alicia pulled them out for me maybe day before yesterday, and I had forgot that I even had them, truthfully. They were packed away, and she pulled them out and said, "Mother, what are you going to do with these?" And I said, "Well, I don't really know. I've got so many ink pads now, I don't use them all. So I think I'll just put them up for you guys. If you want them, great. If you don't, that's fine too." Like I said, some of them may be a little bit drier than others, but you can see that you're still getting ink out of them. And there's some of all different colors. And I'm pretty sure, well, I know you can still buy re-inkers for these. And all of the ink pads themselves are still fine. Alright guys, we will talk to you later. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Bye-bye.